I like birds. I think they're beautiful and fascinating and wild and cool. I also like feeding birds. I like supporting these animals, and I like that it keeps them in a place where I can conveniently get a good look at them. Bird feeding does take a little thought and a little bit of work, too. It's important to pay attention to what you're feeding birds and how you feed them. So, what should you be feeding the birds? I want to attract a big variety of songbirds and woodpeckers, so I use a high-quality blend of seeds, nuts, and fruits, and I put these in a variety of feeder types to attract different kinds of birds. Right now, I'm using this no-mess blend that my new friends at Cool Birds sent to me. I've tried a lot of bird seeds over the years, and I really like the quality of these Cool Birds blends. I know that birds are wild animals and they live outside and eat off the ground, but even so, I like that Cool Bird seed is clean and doesn't have all the twigs and rocks and detritus I've found in some of the other seeds I bought. This really looks like something I would eat. There's dried papaya in here, which seems pretty high-end for birds. I also really like a no-mess bird seed. While it is really cool to watch the amazing work that birds do to shell seeds, they are not super particular about cleaning up. In fact, they're slobs. They will drop shells all over the place, and this layer of seed shells on the ground can get moldy and nasty, and are not good for ground-feeding birds or any pets that may forage in your space. That's why I like a no-mess blend. I don't have to clean up all these shells, and it feels like a better value if everything in the bag is edible. Speaking of mess, you've got to keep those feeders clean. Birds are great, but nobody's perfect, and they are slobs, like I said. Birds are going to leave feathers behind, and they're going to poop on your feeders. We're also up against the never-ending riot of life here, the relentless organic chaos that constantly works to break down the order that we as humans hold dear. By which I mean mold is pretty much everywhere. And it's always trying to grow on your bird feeders and food, especially in hot, humid summer conditions. That mold can make birds really sick, and even kill them. Bird feeders can also be a vector of transmission for diseases like salmonella. The National Audubon Society recommends cleaning those feeders a couple of times a month. Here's how it's done. First of all, spray the crust off those feeders with the hose. Then use a brush and some dish detergent to scrub the feeders clean. I like to wear gloves because these feeders are pretty gross. You can also soak the feeders for a few minutes in a 10% bleach solution, which will really help kill off stuff like salmonella. Let your newly scrubbed feeders dry in the sun, then fill them with quality food. Speaking of quality food, the Cool Bird seed blends I mentioned before are on sale October 7th and 8th at Amazon. They've currently got all their blends available at 25% off, so check that out if you're interested in trying them. Thanks to Cool Birds for sponsoring this video. Do you feed birds in your neighborhood? Let me know if your local birds have any favorite or least favorite foods. And thanks for watching.